Thanks, Chris. This is Jeremy Sadowski. I'm here at the Bob Fish Track Record Board Memorial Ceremony. And for those of you who might not have known Coach Fish, he was one that didn't necessarily focus in on all the record holders, but was one that represented all of the athletes that came through Mira Costa track and field. As one of the former athletes and not one that is represented on that board, I know I am represented by Coach Bob Fish.
At some point during the 2013 season, there was always a plan in the works to dedicate the beautiful record board donated by the Mira Costa Booster Club here on the north-facing wall facing the track. But that event took on an entirely new significance on November 25th of 2012 with the passing of longtime Mira Costa track and field coach Bob Fish. It is not an accident that our colleagues from Palos Verdes are here in a touching display of unity across the South Bay in track and field and cross country. Many of the athletes you see today are adorned with shirts that they wore during their cross country season in 2012 as they progressed through CIF and state. That did not go unnoticed by their neighbors to the north, and even though I'm not officially affiliated with the program anymore, I can tell you how much all of the Mira Costa track and field and cross country families appreciated that gesture. So of all the teams in the league, this was the one that we wanted to share this moment with, and we appreciate you being here today. I suppose I should introduce myself, I suppose. My name is Steve Singheiser. For 9 years here, I was the head track and field coach at Mira Costa High School until my kids realized I was gone every Thursday, and then I became semi-retired until they get old enough not to care if I'm home or not. I am a teacher here. I was the co-head coach of this program with Bob Fish for 9 years, and I was an athlete of his from 1989 until 1991. It's not an accident that we're merging these things together today for one simple reason. If you look at that board, as you get a chance to at some point during the day, if you look at that board, it wouldn't be an accident that many of those records you see gracing that list are records that came from the late 1980s until today. That represented the 2+ decades that Robert Fish led the track and field program here at Mira Costa High School. And as I said, that's not an accident. The drive and dedication that he brought to the job was instilled into the athletes, the literally thousands of athletes that came through this program, and made Mira Costa track and field and cross country what it is today.
I do want to introduce two people today who are here who knew Coach Fish better than even we did. And that would be his son Matt and his daughter Lindy, who are up here at the front. I'd like them to be recognized. Now, I don't expect y'all to be able to read the font from where you are, so I will translate. Robert Bob Fish, educator, amateur comedian, coach. I think he would have argued with that order, but we'll let that go. 1942 to 2012. We hereby dedicate this track and field record wall and the excellence it represents to our beloved Coach Fish. In his 24 years of service to Mira Costa High School, he taught us that in both life and athletics, it's not where you finish, it's how hard you work to get there. Thanks for the stories, the laughs, and the memories. With heartfelt love and sincere appreciation, the Mira Costa family of athletes, boosters, coaches, faculty and staff, March 20th, 2013. That is not the only memento of Coach Fish's tenure here that we are going to unveil today. Before we get to the more celebratory part of our program, which is the dedication of the wall, and some of the record holders are here with us today, we would like to close, as most memorials do, with a moment of silence, but we're going to do it in a slightly different manner, befitting high school track and field. At this time, I'd like to call forward Ms. Mira Mayberry. She is our starter today. And at this time, I'd like to ask her to do the traditional command and start and field to start an event, finishing with the firing of the starting pistol, one last time in the memory of Coach Robert Fish. On your mark! Thank you.
Sure.